Hello, welcome to Celestial Waters. My name is Demi. So we're going to hop right into it. This is going to be a spirit baby reading, and they wanted to start with timings for you guys. But while I was shuffling it, 7 months flew out, and the number 7, I kept like flashing in my third eye. So 7 is a very significant number for you guys, and also 7 months. So you could be due in 7 months, or maybe you will conceive in 7 months. 7 months could be a significant date, so maybe it's somebody's birthday, yours, your partner's, if you already have children. But I was watching a reel this morning, and they're bringing it up in my mind. It was from TikTok, but it's basically about this woman. So she's got 4 children, and all of them are born on the 7th of the 7th, but in different years. And she was talking about it, and it all happened like naturally. And it's the 7th of the 7th, but there was quite like a few years between them all. And she had like 777 tattooed on her arm because she just had the newborn. So yeah, she hadn't added that 7 yet, but she had 777. So you guys could literally be seeing 777 everywhere. I'll put the link to that TikTok that I saw in the description. So the first we have here is unknown, but look at this green colour. You guys could have recently worn a top that was literally like this neon green colour, or maybe your partner did. That's coming through is very significant, but obviously unknown. And this is because when it comes to birth and when it comes to death, we don't know. It is unknown. That's God's timing. So your child will be coming through. They will be conceived in divine time. That's what I'm taking from that card there. And green is also connected to abundance. It's connected to Mother Earth. It's connected to the heart chakra. What else do the collective need to hear when it comes to timings? So you could be seeing that colour green everywhere. Let me show you again. And we have during Virgo season. So Virgo season could be very significant for you guys. What else, Spirit? You could also be seeing like this symbol, the Virgo symbol everywhere. Maybe some of you guys or your partner are a Virgo. And we have 5 days. And look what was under that one. 5 months, and this is an old deck. It's been shuffled numerous times. So you've got 5 days and 5 months coming out. This could be another significant angel number that you guys are seeing. Camden is coming into my head. Camden in London. Camden Market is coming into my head. So maybe you guys are from Camden. That could be very, very significant. Or maybe you recently visited London and you went to Camden Market. We also have here coming soon. So your baby, this baby is coming Earthside very, very soon. I feel like deep down you guys know. You know deep down, because I'm staring at the unknown, but I'm not seeing. It's like they're taking away the it's just the known. You know deep down. Let's get one more timing card for the collective. One more timing card, thank you. We have no time to lose, an event postponed. So I'm taking this as this one here is cancelled out. It's like no time to lose. So maybe you felt like there was a lot of delays when it came to you becoming a parent and conception. Maybe some of you guys have been trying from anything from 7 months to 7 years. So unfortunately, some of you guys could have been struggling with your fertility and conceiving for 7 years. And this is what is now being removed from your life. Like this delay is being removed from your life. I heard divine delay. So for a lot of you, this was because of divine time. Because sometimes delays can happen in our life because of dark forces attacking us, or because we're around the wrong people. And that isn't necessarily God ordained. But I'm getting with this for someone watching 7 years. They're saying it was a divine delay. So maybe had you had the child sooner, you wouldn't have been ready, even though you thought you were ready. Or maybe your child would have been around the wrong people. Maybe something would have happened, for example, where your partner lost their job or you lost your job, and then you both had to would be struggling financially. So it wouldn't have been the right time, because you then wouldn't be able to prioritize your child. You would have like had to work different jobs, because I'm being shown the word hustle, like hustle, and had to work different jobs to make sure your child has like clothes, food, water, a roof over their head. And then they would have had to go into a childminder. That's what's also coming through. And like I'm getting like you want to be a stay-at-home mum. That's coming through is significant for somebody, but no time to lose. I'm taking this again as they are coming in soon, sooner than you think. Which deck next? This one over here. Who is this group of spirit babies that I'm tuning into, please, Spirit? Thank you. Kalimar facing fear. Major spiritual changes are unfolding. This is your chance to soar. I'm straight away, I'm staring here at the bindi. So that could be significant for you guys. Maybe you have one, or maybe I'm hearing elders within your family have a bindi. That is coming through is very, very significant. You guys could be seeing skulls everywhere, and particularly skulls that have a crown. But you are being crowned through your rebirth, through you delving into your shadow, through you facing your demons and taking accountability for any mistakes that you've made in your life. And this has really opened your third eye. But I'm really staring here at the crown that she is wearing. So you guys could be seeing crowns everywhere, but particularly skulls that are wearing crowns. Maybe you have this tattoo, or your partner has this tattoo, or you're just going to be like out and about, you're going to notice people have like tattoos of like a skull and it has a crown on it. It could even have like flowers coming out of the skull's eyes. That's also coming through as significant. Some of you guys as well, you could have like a ball ring. But this spirit baby, they're wanting you to know, whoever that was for, like this is your reading. This spirit baby, it's like they don't have fear. You know those toddlers, well, most toddlers, it's like most toddlers have like a suicide wish or something because they don't have any fear. But it's just because they aren't aware. They aren't aware if they just run out into the road that a car's going to hit them, and then they could like essentially pass away. They don't have that awareness. This child, they have the awareness, but they don't have fear. And they also see through the veil. There is no veil when it comes to this child. They see through the veil. They're not afraid of demons. They are going to be seeing some stuff. And I feel like they're going to point. You're going to capture on camera. Like them, you know full well they're talking to like a spirit and an entity. And you're going to know when this is like a spirit of an ancestor. Let's say a passed over loved one, like a granddad and a grandma. You're going to know because I feel like they're going to say their name. Like even before you've told them, they're going to say their name or say something about them or what they would always used to wear, what they always would like smell like, or what they would eat. They're going to say it. For some of you as well, like if you have autistic child or an autistic child within your family, who could also be non-verbal, they're going to say their name, and it may surprise you. For some of you, they could say the name of this child that's coming through. What else, Spirit? You're going to be hearing their name through a child in your family or children around you. If you don't have children around you, you could have like names on your baby names list, and you're like out at like supermarket, for example, and then a child just like shouts that name and kind of is looking at you and smiling. You're like, what the fuck? That's the kind of energy that's coming through here. What else, Spirit? We have Gaia, Earth connection. Be mindful of the planet. Come back to Earth. Stay grounded. This spirit baby is going to have a connection to children that have special needs and learning difficulties, particularly children that don't communicate in the same way as us. It isn't necessarily autism, but that is one aspect of it. But they're saying children that don't communicate in the normal way or the way that human beings are supposed to be communicating. They're saying that they understand them. They see what they see. So these children are tapped into different dimensions and different realms. This spirit baby, they see it. And it's like, that's their purpose. So they could grow up to work with children who have special needs. Again, maybe you guys already have this within your family. You could already have children who have special needs, or maybe it's just in your family or your friends have these children. This spirit baby is going to be very, very good with them because they see them. They truly see them. And they see what they're trying to say. They see how they communicate. So it's given like they have a telepathy. They have that kind of supernatural ability. Very, very strongly connected to Mother Earth. And they care about Mother Earth. They care about animals. They care about all living beings. They care about human beings. They'd be great in working with children, particularly children that have special needs. I'm hearing voice of the voiceless. So they're going to be the voice of the voiceless. Again, it's like something significant about them understanding children who don't communicate in the normal way. What else, Spirit? And I feel like as well, when they're around these children, they will communicate, they will speak more, they'll because they're poisoned to their throat, they will use their throat. With this spirit baby, it's like they activate it, and they're very healing. I'm hearing neurology. It's like they trigger something within the neurology or the nervous system. We have Odin, psychic insight. Your third eye is open. See truth for what it is. Follow your intuition. This is who these spirit babies are. Very, very powerful. They're pointing to the higher mind up here. So again, telepathy is going to be very strong in these children. I'm hearing, oh no, I already have one like that. Oh no, I already have one like that. So maybe you have a child already and they're very, very telepathic. You know that they can literally read your mind. They read your mind. Because I'm hearing someone be like, there's nothing you can hide from your child, that they hear and they see everything. And you could notice as well that ravens and crows, they could love coming around this spirit baby once they're earth side. They're going to love them. It could be like a totem spirit animal or a power animal that exists at their core. Because every single human being, we have a power animal at our core. This spirit baby could well be a raven or a crow. It's a big black bird, a bird of prey. It could also be an eagle. Let's get one more card. Okay, they're giving us two. So we have Mary Magdalene and Lady Nada. Teacher awakens and heart awakening. So this is that powerful divine feminine energy. They're very, very balanced. Very, very balanced. And some of them could grow up to be very, very tall or very stocky, like very large in stature. But then they're going to have this, they're like a coconut. I'm being shown a coconut. So they're like hard shell, but they're very, very soft on the inside. And now I'm also being shown the Big Friendly Giant. So the Big Friendly Giant books and movies could be very significant to you guys. But I feel like they're going to be quite large in stature. Even if like you and your partner are quite petite, I'm hearing like small king are quite petite. They're still going to grow to be really, really tall. You could be confused, like, where has this come from? But for others of you, this is going to be in the spirits. They're going to be huge. They have this huge energy about them. Like when they walk into a room, when they walk into a building, people are going to turn their heads and look at them. They're going to notice. I feel like for some of you, when they are a child, I think you may have to tell people in public. This may annoy some people, like, don't touch my child. You know that the older generation, they tend to do that when they see a cute baby. They're like, oh, how old are they? They want to look in the buggy. But some of them will touch. I think you're going to have to tell a few people, like, put that boundary up. Please don't touch my child. That's coming through is very significant. What else, Spirit? This deck here. So what else do the collective need to hear when it comes to this spirit, baby? We have yellow, joy and happiness. I love seeing this colour when it comes to a spirit baby reading, because yellow I connect with like a gender neutral. So maybe if you don't want to find out what the gender is, or you don't know yet, people would tend to go for this colour, like colour of clothing, or like maybe the colour they're going to use in their baby's room. But yellow was coming through is as significant, and so was green. So you could be seeing these colours everywhere. Maybe you feel drawn to wearing like more like neon, like very, very bright colours at present. And I feel like this spirit baby wants the earth side, and they're allowed to like choose their own clothes. They're going to go for the brightest colours and like all these different funky patterns. You guys could also be seeing bees, like the proper big fat, you know, the queen bees. You could be seeing these big bumblebees everywhere. But this spirit baby obviously is going to be of a very, very high vibration. Their purpose is to be their light. Their purpose is to be a beacon of hope, particularly for other children. But again, children that have difficulties with the communication. It's like they have the key to help them to speak. They have the key. And again, they're saying neurology. Neurology. Maybe they'll grow up to be a neurologist. What else? This one. We have review and reflection, time out needed. They're pointing to the moon, and they're saying they could be born, for many of them, under a gibbous moon. They show me the word gibbous. So a gibbous moon could be very significant when they are born, or also their conception. But you guys could notice that you have a very strong calling when it comes to the moon. Like the moon is calling you. So you could notice when it's in that phase, like the gibbous phase, where it's like almost a full moon. That's what I'm being shown. You could feel like it literally calls your name. It's calling out to you. Spirit are saying it is. It is. And I'm hearing moon baby. Moon baby. So maybe this is like a nickname you're going to give this child when they're earthside. Moon baby. They could also be born at night. What else, Spirit? We have Mother Earth, grounding and support. Mother Earth has come out twice. Mother Earth here, and then you've got Gaia here. So again, they have a very strong connection to Mother Earth. They're going to be very, very naturally grounded, but it's going to be important for you guys to teach them how to ground and be in their body. So like teach them to visualize tree trunk roots coming out of their feet, coming out of their root chakra, and coming out of their hands. I do the hands as well, and really ground and anchor them into Mother Earth. But I feel like these kinds of practices they're going to do very, very naturally, because they're very tapped in and they're very open, but they're also very, very rooted. They have that balance, and they have that nice balance of the divine masculine and the divine feminine as well. Very, very powerful, because that's how you come into union. That's how you're whole, and that's how you're protected. And we always speak about the Most High God, but you also want to remember that Mother Earth, we're her children too. We are part of Earth too, and she protects us, she sustains us, she gives us life too. We have coins, good luck. You guys could be finding pennies on the floor, or coins. Penny coins and silver coins in your currency, whichever country you are from. You could also be seeing the number 10 or 1010 because you're at a completion. It's a sign you're at a completion and this spirit baby is about to be coming through Earthside. What else, Spirit? And you could teach your child, like, see a penny, pick it up all day long, you'll have good luck. But this spirit baby, they have good luck. They have an abundant mindset. Again, they're pointing to the green. So they're very, very connected to Earth. And when you're connected to Earth, then you're going to have a bigger understanding of this material world and how to manifest and how to anchor your dreams. They have this ability. They have this wisdom and this knowledge. Dice, chance, yeah. You guys could even, like, I would play the lottery when you're pregnant, if you're a woman. When you're pregnant with this child, like, I would do the lottery. That's how much luck is surrounding this soul. Very, very powerful. But they're not afraid to play the game of life. They're, like, showing me the dice. They're, like, jiggling them in their hand and they're rolling them. They're not afraid to play the game of life, they are saying. There's a song coming through by Akala. I think that's what it's called. A Game Called Life. A Game Called Life by Akala. That song is coming through as significant if you want to have a listen or read the lyrics. But you or your partner, you could love gambling and go into casinos. Maybe some of you guys recently, like literally like last night, they are saying you could have played a game that involved dice. I'm also being shown Monopoly. So maybe you like playing like board games within your household. What else, Spirit? And you know those people take it really seriously and everybody's getting rowdy, particularly when it comes to like Monopoly, like siblings and family members will have like fallouts when it comes to that game. That's also what's coming through there. We have Labyrinth Journey. This spirit baby knows how to get out of the maze. They're going to, out of the rat race, they're saying out of the rat race. So I feel like they're going to have a job that's more creative, is more connected to their soul and to their purpose, to their divine mission. I feel like a lot of them will be working with children. A lot of them as well, I thought, but they're showing me a hospital, could be working in hospitals, to be some sort of surgeon. Again, they kept showing me like neurology. We have, hold on, let me Google it. It says neurology is a branch of medicine focused on the diagnosis and treatment of disorders affecting the nervous system, which includes the brain, spinal cord, and peripheral nerves. So they could literally be a surgeon or a doctor that works with the brain. And particularly it's given children because they're showing me Great Ormond Street Hospital in the UK. So that's a hospital for children. One of the best I'm hearing. So I feel like they're going to be one of the best of what they do. And they have this map. They are born with a map, as we all are, but they remember their map. They are connected to their map. They're not disconnected. They want to get some messages from this deck here. So what else does a collective need to hear when it comes to this spirit baby reading? There are two paths ahead. Be true to yourself. So the lovers, this card obviously speaks of both lovers, a divine union, a romantic connection, but it's also known as a choice. And I feel like these spirit babies, this group coming through, they're going to face with two options, two choices when it comes to where they're going to settle down and where they're going to live. But it's like they can choose like what their purpose is going to be. It's like they've been given two options by the Most High God. Do you want to walk this path? Do you want to walk this path? And it's a golden path. Both are golden paths. I'm not talking about the karmic trenches and the yellow brick road, the path of authenticity. Both these paths are paths of authenticity. It's like this soul has earned that choice. They get to choose between two golden paths, two yellow brick roads. Which one do they want to walk? That's what's coming through is very significant. You guys could be seeing this Lovers card everywhere. And again, something about a tattoo. So maybe you've got the Lovers card tattooed on you. And I mean like the traditional tarot Lovers card. What else, Spirit? Something about a cat. That's significant as well. Maybe some of you guys, if you've got your own tarot cards and you have a cat, some of you could get your cat to like pull a card for you. You could kind of like hold them out like this. And then you get your cat to put their paw around to pick up the card. That's coming through as significant for somebody. What else, Spirit? Or maybe you need to do that. We have goals. Again, this is that luck and coins. Coins is coming through twice now. So I feel like coins is a big sign for you guys in finding them on the floor. But maybe you're just seeing like coins everywhere, like photos when you're opening your social media. But again, this child is very, very lucky. And I feel like when they are coming through Earthside, like when you are pregnant, this is when their luck is really going to go up. I'm hearing try your luck, take a risk. We have here unity. A time of divine understanding, renewal, peace and hope. You radiate and attract great love. This is what is coming in for you guys if it hasn't come in yet. If you haven't met the parent yet. Others of you, you're already together in this divine counterpart union. Very, very powerful. But this is the unconditional love but it's going to be between you and this child. And look at this golden orb. You could be noticing you're seeing golden orbs everywhere. Again, they're pointing to, because this is going hand in hand with the lovers and that romantic connection, but they're pointing to the two paths, and it's going to be golden paths that they're going to be faced with. Maybe you guys have noticed like recently that you're being shown two paths. Which one do you want to choose? God is giving you an option, giving you a choice. And that's testament because of the work that you have been doing, because you have been obedient to the Most High. We have a lightning power. This can also be seen as like a tower moment or that unnecessary destruction. But I feel like you've already gone through these tower moments. You've had all of these rough lessons. Now you're moving to calmer shores. You're moving to calmer waters. That's what's coming through with this card. But this is also about the power that the soul holds. And they're coming to shake things up. You know, lightning, you see how it looks like veins. So again, I feel like they're going to be working with the physical body. Like when it comes to veins, when it comes to the nervous system, they're going to be working. Also with the electromagnetic field that is around every human being. It's coming out of our heart. It comes out of our heart. That's what they're showing me. And they're showing me Nikola Tesla. You could be noticing you're seeing lightning everywhere. Maybe you're just seeing like flashes of light. So you could be getting ready to go to bed. You get into your bed, you turn your lights off, and then you just see that it's a random flash of light. And you're like, what the hell? It could literally look like there's lightning in your room. That's your spirit, baby. What else, spirit? Mountain strength. This is the strength that they hold. I'm hearing humanity is at the mountain's peak when it comes to this warfare. So obviously we're in warfare, we're in a spiritual war, but we have been at the peak for a few years now. And they are saying humanity is at the mountain's peak. This is when they were supposed to be coming through. You see here with unknown. And for some of you, you've always known this. They were supposed to be coming through this year or 2026. Something very significant about this year, 2025 and 2026. But whenever you're watching this, because it's timeless, you knew this spirit baby was supposed to be coming earthside this year. It's very significant because humanity had to move on up. Had to move on up to a higher consciousness and a higher frequency. And seeing from like the broader perspective and not just everybody out for each other. There had to be more unity within the collective, within this world, for these spirit babies to be coming through. And it may shock you because there's a lot of chaos going on, but when there's chaos going on behind the scenes, there's also this awakening. That's why the chaos is going on, because things are being shaken up. The whole collective, we're all being triggered right now. Triggered into our awakening, triggered into connecting more with the heart. Let's get one more card. Okay, we've got two. We've got Wolf, Instinct, Dragonfly, Emergence. They're pointing to this. This is just giving me so many like surgery vibes. And obviously this is connected to the head, so it's the brain. So a lot of them could grow up to be a brain surgeon. Very, very intelligent. But they're also very tapped into their instincts and to their intuition. And again, there's something about their stature, like their physical body. Even if they are going to be on the shorter side, they'll be stocky. There's something big about them. They're pointing to New Zealand, like native men in New Zealand. They're pointing there, so that could be significant. But they're going to have like a big stature. Very, very powerful. Again, they're showing me the coconut. So it's like the hard shell on the outside and then soft in the inside. You guys could be noticing you're seeing dragonflies everywhere. Some of you could have a tattoo of a wolf. They want to get an orb. Can I get one orb for the collective? Thank you. We have Archangels, Roquiel, and Saldaphon. That's crazy. Look at this. You could be seeing orbs like this. So the gold orb was coming through, but you could be seeing orbs like this and like powerful flashes of light. Particularly when you're going to bed, when your room is dark, when your house is dark. Some of you guys could be from Egypt. Maybe you have Egyptian blood, or you've always wanted to visit Egypt. Or you could have recently visited Egypt. And maybe this is where you've like felt your spirit baby around you. We have a lion. You could be seeing lions everywhere as a sign. Leo season could also be very significant. But again, there's something golden about this child's soul. And I feel like that colour is going to be very prominent within their aura, along with green. They're very, very powerfully connected to their solar plexus, to their willpower. They're going to have a strong willpower. Mummy's name. So you could be hearing your name being called when no one's in the house. That's usually a sign of an awakening, or your spiritual court trying to get your attention and your higher self. We have hearts. Obviously for someone, if you're ever feeling afraid, you tell it to leave. Tell spirits that you can feel around you, or your name being called, you tell it to leave. We have here hearts. You could be seeing hearts everywhere. And we have red bird. So maybe you're seeing red birds, either in your waking reality, in the dream state, or photos. Let's get a few more signs. We have giraffe. So you could be seeing the giraffe everywhere. I wrote a book when I was younger at school. I did A-level. I did English for A-level. And I wrote a book and it was called Jerry the Giraffe, that asked me to share that with you guys. So that name could be significant, Jerry. And you could be seeing giraffes everywhere. Jeez. Maybe some of you guys created a book when you were younger and like one of your parents or your grandparents could have recently found it. And it could literally have signs within that book about like this spirit baby. Or it could even have their name. It could be their name. But I also feel like for a lot of you, it's a non-verbal child or a child with special needs, either related to you, a friend's child, or when you're out and about, they're going to say their name. And you're going to notice and know by the parent's reaction, particularly if this is like your stranger who's out and about and they have a child that has special needs and they say this name, they could be looking like, what did you just say? Like that? That's what the energy is coming through here. We have snail. So this is where it comes to the time ones. For those of you where it has taken years, maybe 7 years to even meet the right person for you to decide like, yeah, I want to have a child with this person as well. But others of you, I feel like it's been like a fertility issue. So you could have been using IVF, medical assistance, and you felt like it was moving at a snail's pace. But there's going to be an ending to this delay, to things moving slowly. We've got bunny. So bunnies are connected to Easter, to spring, to fertility. And you know that saying, at it like rabbits. So obviously if you're trying for a child, you need to be coming together with your partner. If you're doing it that natural way, I'm hearing at it like rabbits. And you see the hearts again. The hearts is coming through. We have squirrel. So you guys could be seeing squirrels everywhere. We have a lizard. Could also be an animal that you're seeing everywhere. Lizards. I'm seeing a toy lizard, like a plastic lizard. So they can like these kinds of toys. And a crocodile. And then we have here visions. So you guys, you will be having visions of this child, both waking visions and in the dream state, in the astral when you're sleeping. To do, pay attention to your dreams. Pay attention to when you're daydreaming, you drift off and you just like, you start, what is the saying? When you go into space. Something like that was coming through. But pay attention to your daydreams, because I feel like this is also where you could get the name of what this spirit baby is meant to be called in this lifetime. Let's get a few poems. For some reason, they want an automatic writing poem. So let's get one of these. Okay, that was quick. We have, praise and be praised, shout the heavenly names. As above, so below. As within, so without. Shake the so-called devil out. The lingering voices are not yours. When the heart speaks, it has a cause. The mind knows wrong from right. Cut ties with the entity's lies. Certain thoughts are not your own. Let loose and let it all go. You're more powerful than you think, I'll have you know. Visualize the holy light, cleansing that which infiltrates. The aura is an energetic gate. You'd be wise to keep it in its golden state. This is why they wanted a poem. Golden state. They have a golden aura. Very, very powerful. I feel like you guys are going to be seeing golden orbs, golden flashes of light. But I'm also being shown like pure white light. This is connected to their soul. I feel like they're also helping you work on your aura and strengthening your aura, because that's your protection. Now let's get some spirit baby poems. Can I get a few poems? Thank you. We have sand castles and chunky chips. I love to spend long days at the beach. The feeling of sand in my toes and even up my nose. I'm prone to sticking things up there. My sibling did it too and got something stuck. Nanny says that I'm full of good luck. She calls me her clover charm. We go looking for the pot of gold at the end of rainbows. Miracles happen in life, so who knows? She says as we donate old clothes. I'll be so generous, it's one of the traits I inherit. Raised well, everyone can tell. An old school respect and honour, so in this life there's less I'll come to regret. Yes, they're very, very lucky. This is why this keeps coming through in this reading. They're like, particularly when they're coming through Earthside. So if you're the woman watching and you're the one that's pregnant, like try your luck at the lottery. That's what's coming through. Or some form of competition where you can win money. But you guys could be noticing, you're seeing rainbows, you're seeing like the horseshoe symbol, you're seeing the clover charm. All of these signs and omens connected to luck. To good luck. This child's going to be very, very lucky. It's not just like lucky, because remember, lucky is a frequency, it's a vibration, and the soul has to do that work, that self-mastery, to pull itself up to that vibration. So they're in alignment to luck. Can't make this stuff up. Repeating sevens again. 7 was coming through at the beginning of the reading is very significant. So look out for 777 particularly. Repeating sevens again. Are those angel numbers driving you round the bend? I'm glad your knee is on the mend. The painters and decorators are in. Try again next month. I have a little hunch. No, you weren't wrong. Synchronicities abound. Your physical body is fine-tuning its sound. Yet the spirit baby is going to be coming through. I know some of you have been, it's been long overdue. You've been trying, you've been waiting for the right time for this soul to be coming through. It's almost at that time. But they know that that's when it gets the most frustrating. And for a lot of people, that's when a lot of people give up when they're at the closest. So please do not give up because you're right at the breakthrough. Again, you could be seeing the 7s, repeating 7 angel numbers, also 5s, 55. If you want one more. This one says, elephants and dried roses, mummy moves people into different poses, flashing lights and crystal clear skies, sometimes she's up all night, editing photos in her red room, when I'm born I'll be her muse, emotions heighten so grab some tissues, not one to cry in public, pregnancy causes an awakening, trust it, defences will come down with the right people around, I have a feeling daddy is scared of clowns. He saves people who nearly drown. The lighthouse is important here. It represents what our family hold dear. No need to fear when you can see the shore. That's when darkness can't control you anymore. Please read me books on folklore. They're pointing to this card here that was coming out. This poem is connected to this card where you guys are moving to calmer shores and brighter horizons. So they want that to be like kind of drilled into you are moving to calmer shores. I'm also getting this here where it was saying, I have a feeling daddy is scared of clowns. The divine masculine in your connection, the man or the divine masculine, is not like, doesn't like fuck boys or doesn't like that energy at all. So this is given a person of their word. The divine masculine or the man in this connection is a man of his word. No? What did you want? This one. I'm going to get one card from this deck and then we're going to close out this reading here. So one card for the collective. All three. Okay. We have, I release time and let the universe show me what to do. You see this green color. Green is very significant. Again, it's connected to Mother Earth and the heart chakra and luck. I see green as a lucky color. I see yellow as a lucky color. But I feel like you guys as well, you're coming into alignment as luck as well. Some of you could be destined to have 3 children within this lifetime. And one of you could have a child, but like a different father. And that child could be of a different race to this child coming through. Or maybe like a different complexion. When I'm grateful for what I have, I can feel good along the way to what I desire. When I'm grateful for what I have, I can feel good along the way to what I desire. You see, this kind of looks like orbs. So I feel like orbs are very, very significant, particularly golden. So do look out for orbs that you guys could be seeing. Some of you could come from a climate that's like a desert-like or very, very hot. Or in the summer when it gets hot, it gets hot. As in people struggle to be outside when it's that hot. That's what's also coming through. Like Dubai, Texas. I'm also here in Alabama. We have spiritual enlightenment. Puts my manifestation into motion. This manifestation is coming through. And this manifestation is a child. I'm taking this as the son. You were getting your son. You were getting your daughter. This child will be coming through in this lifetime. It's time. Is that it, Spirit? Yeah. So that's all the messages coming through. Actually, no. They're saying some of you guys could be seeing images of the moon with a cherub in it. So like, you know, kind of like an AI animated image. You could be seeing it of the moon with a cherub inside the moon. That's coming through as significant for somebody. But that's all the messages coming through. If you did want a personal reading, my website is in the description below. But I see you in another video.